country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hokies.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass hits, picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which
of 5.
are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Hurley. He's got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to...
He lofts one down the sideline. And the ball is picked off, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to throw, it's Hurley. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted! A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Hurley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Royals. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive fit.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got the back over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Hokies are on the move. The give to the back.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They'll go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and secure.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, man, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Perkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
4th down coming up.
The Hokies decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To throw, it's Hurley. They're working that left side. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 17 to the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his man. It's Abrams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Lagway. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gators!
Touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Perkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here. Well, and on the these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Wants to throw. It's Flagway. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he got loose, it was all over. This dude is just running amok. He's both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think.
The extra point is blocked. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love the effort, and there's no quit in this defense. First guy misses, second guy misses, no problem. We've got extra bodies and hats flying to the quarterback, and they're able to get the sack.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
1st down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the run. Across the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more productive.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
That's caught. It's Abrams. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Florida!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. The snap sets up the throw. He's got him in the flat. Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. Just about set to kick it away.
Florida, 36.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Hurley. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Return goes out of bounds.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll leave it with him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Brian.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He wants to throw here on second down. With the catch, it's Fitzgerald. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
And that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 37 over the Pandas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the...
Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 11 with the grab and the score.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18 set to kick it off.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking a deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
To the air, it's Lagway. He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a grab. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's